Welcome to Charting Crypto. As I record this broadcast on the 12th of January, midweek on a Wednesday, we see that Bitcoin is bounding up 4.34% on the New York Stock Exchange Bitcoin Index. We look at Ethereum, we see it bounding up 3.75%. Does this mean the bottom has been reached? Well, you don't have to look far back on the charts to see where we've seen patterns like this before after the topping. And no, that doesn't mean that the bottom is here and everything is rosy. What it means is, we have a little up period. If we look back on Bitcoin, particularly on the 2-day chart, after things topped, you can see where we had similar solid green candles form and then Bitcoin track up and then roll back over. So we've seen that happen. Now, at some point, we will reach a bottom. I would love for that to be now. And if that is now, then of course, we will see it as things develop. Does that mean go ahead and pull the trigger on a practice trade? Absolutely not. We are trend followers, and first we have to have an established trend, and we don't have it. Our biggest trend, the most popular and typically successful, are weekly vertical crossovers. And you see the last one came literally the third week after the green candles started forming. We also had a 2-day recross that got us back in after a pullback. So follow the rules. The rules are there. Why? Because they work on charts where the ETFs, stocks, commodities, cryptocurrencies are chartable. Not all are. Bitcoin is one that in the past has allowed chartability. That is why we continue to follow it. And let me ask you guys for some help. We are, of course, waiting for TC2000. We've heard from Chris Warden that they are working to start charting cryptocurrencies for us. If you know any Bitcoin or rather crypto exchange that offers any charts or any charting service that will chart for us cryptocurrencies, I don't even mind using the MACD, the moving average convergence divergence indicator. I would love to have one that had the derivative oscillator too. Remember, the price percent oscillator is a percentage version of the MACD. I don't mind, though, just using that if they don't have the price percent oscillator. A lot of folks don't. Would like to have the derivative oscillator, but I can come up with another oscillator, another leading indicator that could help us. If you know anybody in the interim before TC2000 starts charting these cryptocurrencies for us that has charts, would you email me? That's cw@chartingwealth.com. Let me know. I will immediately go there, sign up, see what I can do to start setting up some charts, and we will start giving you more on cryptocurrencies. Right now, the only two we can chart, and there's plenty to chart here, is, of course, Bitcoin, and the other is Ethereum. We also have the ability to follow, weighted by market cap, the top 10 cryptocurrencies in the crypto index fund. So again, we have possibilities. We have a lot of other things too, like the Bitcoin futures, BITO, BTF, and the one that has the smallest amount of fees of all these, XBTF by Van Eck. We also have other things that we can look at, innovators, of course, blockchain ETFs, digital transformation ETFs, things like crypto industry and digital economy. What do we see in common with all of these? You can see that as the Bitcoin space is trundling down, that we see all of those moving down too. So once we see Bitcoin turn around, and Ethereum seems to move not in lockstep with it, but, well, pretty darn close. Once we see those turn around, I have a feeling that we will see everything else turn around too. Now, let's finish up on just a couple of salient points for you. I want you to look at what's happening on the weekly on Bitcoin. We are reaching a lower low this week so far. Price percent oscillator still heading down. Derivative oscillator, which is our leading indicator, it's basically a triple smooth version of the relative strength index. It is losing a little bit of downward momentum. Look at the 2-day. We have a solid green down candle forming, not hitting a lower low. And again, remember this latest 2-day candle finished forming on Tuesday, so this just represents Wednesday. But we do see the price percent oscillator flattening, derivative oscillator still gaining some downward momentum, but a slowdown in the down movement's what that solid green candle means. Does it mean a turnaround? No, it doesn't mean that. It just means a slowdown. Now look at the half day. You can see where the half day's done this before, where it has looked like it could be bottoming and then, of course, pops back up again and then goes back down again and then slides sideways and down and then drops again. So doesn't mean just because we have a day and a half of up movement that everything in the world has changed. Doesn't mean that at all. What it does mean is we're paying attention. We are watching. We are seeing what's going on. Now, that's what we see as far as Bitcoin goes. What do we see with Ethereum on the Grayscale Ethereum Trust? Again, still down movement, lower low so far this week. Price percent oscillator, derivative oscillator, hammering down on the weekly. 2-day, we have a open box green candle forming again, which is a better sign, but we've seen this before. And it didn't mean that Ethereum's darkness was over and everything was going to be light and joy from now on. It's something, again, that we watch, we pay attention to. Look at the half day, and again, you can see we've seen, the chart turn around on the half day for several green up candles. It didn't mean that the down movement wasn't going to continue. So again, we'll watch, we'll see. We're trend followers. We wait for trends to establish. There's plenty of time for that to happen. We'll give you plenty of heads up when it's time to start seriously consider jumping into another practice trade on Bitcoin and or Ethereum. So pay attention, watch the charts. All our charting rules are in effect with weekly vertical crossovers, 2-day recrosses, the works. We're here every day charting the charts for you. We bring this charting crypto to you once a week to update you on what's going on. Plenty of time for you guys to jump into your practice trades as we watch these markets develop. Don't get greedy because hogs get slaughtered. Now, my friends, we always say practice trading. We're not a stock calling service. We're not a Bitcoin or cryptocurrency or commodity or gold calling service. We're an education firm. We want you to train with us, learn how it works. We sure appreciate all the Patreon support. That is the backbone of what we do here. Lots of great benefits there. We thank all of our Patreon supporters from the bottom of our hearts. You want to help us out? Show a little reciprocity, a little good karma. We sure appreciate it. God bless, my friends. All the best from the whole team at Charting Wealth World headquarters.